How are you guys doing? Today is Thursday, March 11th, 2021, out here in this quarantine. I'm James Sims, and for this episode of The Elite, I'm going to do an individual profile on Andrew Robertson, the elite left back for the Liverpool Football Club, of course, playing in Liverpool in the Premier League. And because today is his 27th birthday, I think his accolades and his achievements that he's accomplished over the years can speak for themselves as to why I think that he stands out as one of the best players in his position in the entire world in a sport where over millions of people play it. And I think for that, I just think that with his profile, I'll give a little bit more reasoning and a little bit more understanding as to why I have him on the list of elite players for the 2021 calendar year. So to give a little bit of background, he stands at about 5'10". He's pretty stocky. He's very intelligent. He works within with how the team works. He's very physical, and at the same time, he's an amazing passer. And Liverpool has soared. They've flown to amazing heights with him playing left back. He's even been named the captain of the Scottish football team back in 2018. He's just one of the best players to represent the nation of Scotland, and it's showing with his UEFA Champions League final championship and with the Premier League that he was able to win for Liverpool finally. So, to give a bit of background, he's from Glasgow, Scotland. He would eventually get his start at Queen's Park in 2012-2013 in Scotland when he was about 18. And then he would eventually transfer to Dundee. His last year in Scotland, he would help Dundee United finish with the fourth best record in all of Scotland in his age 19 season. In the 36 starts that season, he would finish with 3 goals and 4 assists to start, despite being a midfielder. And after that, he would eventually make the jump to Hull City. At Hull City, in his age 20 season, he would start 17 of the 24 games, a season where they would finish 18th in the Premier League, and they eventually got demoted and they got knocked down to the second league in England. In that league, he started 41 of the 42 games, finishing with 2 goals and 4 assists in his age 21 season for Hull City. And after finishing 4th, they would jump right back up to the Premier League. And in Andrew Robertson's age 22 season with Hull City, he would start 31 of the 33 games that he would play, finish with maybe a goal and 2 assists from the defensive back position that was in the Premier League. And after helping them finish with the 18th best record, he established himself as a good enough player to be picked up by Liverpool in 2017-2018. And in his first season with Liverpool, Robertson would start all 22 of the games that he would play with the team. He would finish with a goal and 5 assists in a season where Liverpool would go on to finish with the 4th best record in the Premier League. But they would finish as the runners-up in Champions League as Mo Salah went off on his incredible, amazing season where he scored 44 total goals with the team. And of course, Andrew Robertson, once he slid into his role, he's been kind of unstoppable, and he's probably served as one of the best left backs in the position. This momentum would carry into the next season in his age 24 season in 2018-19. He would help Liverpool finish with the second best record in the Premier League as he started all 36 games he would play in. He had 11 assists on the season within the Premier League itself, and he also added 2 goals in Champions League, he added 2 assists in Champions League. So he had 13 total assists on the season, not a single goal. In a season where Liverpool would go on to, in addition to finishing second in the Premier League, they would go on to win Champions League. And that was a pretty impressive win. I think that was when they beat Tottenham in the final. But of course, after that season, Andrew Robertson would be able to raise up the Champions League trophy with the rest of the team, as he was that was the first trophy that would make his trophy case. And then following that, they would go on to win Super Cup previous to the next year in 2019. And this would transition into his age 25 season, which would probably go down as his best season. in 2019, 2020, in a season that had to get cut short due to COVID. They still finished the season at the very end. He would go on to start 34 of the 36 games for Liverpool, as in the Premier League, he finished with 2 goals and 12 assists, a personal record on assists, by the way. He also had a goal in Champions League, and totally had 3 goals and 12 assists over the entirety of the season. And this would be a season where Liverpool would finish with the best record in the Premier League. They finished runners-up in the Community Shield, and they would go on to win the Super Cup, and they went on to win the Club World Cup as a team, as an organization. And Andrew Robertson, of course, was holding it down while he was playing left back. And at the end of that season, he was rated by ESPN as the best left back in the world. And all of that would transition us into where we currently are in his age 26 season. And as of right now, he just most recently turned 27. Right now, he started all 28 games in a season where Liverpool is currently sitting 8th in the Premier League. They currently trail Tottenham, they trail Tottenham by 2 points in the table, even though they've played one more game than Tottenham. Liverpool at one point was sitting at the top of the table, but then a lot of woes hit them at once. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games, and not everything is not going well for Liverpool. They're up so far in terms of their games, their schedule. They actually went on to beat RB Leipzig in the second leg of the round of 16 yesterday. So they have advanced into the quarterfinals of Champions League. To give a little bit of an update of what that's looking like. And their next Premier League game will be on Monday as they face off against Wolverhampton on the 15th at 4 o'clock. But that's what Liverpool's looking like right now. And Andrew Robertson, of course, is holding it down on his own, doing his best to lead from the left back. They even moved him at center back because they've had so many players that were down to injury. But I truly think that going into right now, his age 27th year, I think that he is one of the best players in the entire world. He's already regarded by many as the best player at his own position, if not Alphonso Davies of Bayern Munich. But he's been there. He's been a part of a championship team that's won the Premier League and the Champions League. And even though the team is struggling without him, or even though they're struggling without some of their best players, Andrew Robertson is definitely not a player that's struggling, and I think he's only really getting better as his career progresses, as he's learning more and more from this Liverpool team. And with that said, I want to thank everyone for listening to all 7-8 minutes of this piece. I hope all is well, and if you ever get a chance, check out my boy Andy. He's currently wearing number 26 for Liverpool, and he's also the captain for Scotland. So if you ever get a chance, watch him play, because he actually does make his team better. And with that said, I want to thank everyone for listening to my piece. I hope all is well. I want to wish Andrew Robertson a happy 27th birthday. And I will get back to you guys with another individual profile after this. And I hope all is well. And I hope you enjoy your week. Peace out, and I will catch you tomorrow.